What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some news that is new to discuss with everyone. We got a lot of things to discuss. We've had a lot of things that happened in the sport of boxing since we went live. Johnny Morgan, Counterpunch to you. Affluent Wisdom, Bomb Squad. Hell yeah. Gushy. Hello, Gushy. 16 on the chat. Let's get 16 likes. Why not? Thumbs up. Let's be like the Funzy. Chris W., what's happening, brother? Counterpunch to you. Morning from the UK. David Vaughn. I thought I'd catch you guys. That's why I did 2 live tests. This live podcast, this live stream is for you guys. Fabian Arsenio. AJ's the man. ABS number 1. What's good? Everything's good, brother. Everything is great. Fabian Arsenio. Oh, Asensio. Howdy. Tongue twister. Morning, bro, from London. Motion. Counterpunch to you. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. 43 on the chat. We'll let them load. Because I got to unload. I have to unload to everybody. Dr. Evil, Barbecue. I hate to say it, but I don't think this fight will happen. Heyman's bluff got called with a legal action, but I fear that PBC's rotten to the core and there's more to come. Let's look. Think positive, okay? Think positive. That's all we're going to say about that. Morning, look forward to the rematch. Hell yeah, Steve. Counterpunch to you. I look forward to the rematch too. There's so much shit that happened. So look, here's the deal. The drama, the lawsuit allegations, right? The concussion, all that shit happened before this. This is current stuff. The current stuff is Ruiz wasn't going to Saudi Arabia, right? Let's load him. Let's keep him loaded. Let's keep him loaded. Do you want to spar? Fuck yeah, I want to spar. I always love to spar. Where you at, Fabian? Talk to me. G. Norman, big up, brother. Blessing from the UK. Can't wait for the fight. It's going to be epic. Lope Dog, yard fight at 12:30, right? Yep. It's happening at 12:30. And I'm in Barbados right now. So I'll be here a couple more days. Then I'm going to DR. So we'll see. I'll see if I can, was it on Yard? It's on Sky Sports. Maybe, just maybe, I can watch the fight here. I'm not sure. We'll see. Kurt, greetings all the way from Northampton, England. Dapo Papula, counterpunch to you. Tonde Aka Na Moha. Haha, if anyone tells me that it's whatever capacity, I literally end such person. Simple. First time to join you live for the glass call from Glasgow, Scotland. How are you doing? I'm doing great, brother. Cleaning services. So that's double check. Cleaning services. I'm doing great, brother. I am doing mighty fine. DMCC Mac, morning from London. Is that Islington, London? I might have got that wrong. April Dent, Ruiz got so much shit with him. Yeah, he's got so much shit with him, and he's got a lot of shit to say. Absolutely. And you know what? I love it because it's all build up. It's all build up. Mr. Shithole number 1. Hey, Kurt, you're the man. You're the channel's coolest. Thank you, brother. I try to be cool. Dr. Evo, I'm trying. Absolutely. Smash the like button, people. Why not? Big up Counterpunch. Michael Marr, 1972 in the house. So that makes you 47 years of age, depending on what time you were born in this year. You're up there with the rock in them. I like that. The College, 1987. I always respect my elders. Oh, what's the news about court papers, Kurt? You know, Cali, 1987, there's no news. All that shit's been withdrawn. The fight's on. And Ruiz is talking big shit, people. He's talking big shit. Mickey Dub, Barbados. Kurt, you love the sport. Lions in the camp. You fucking right. Barbados, man. I travel everywhere. I travel for work. Thank God. Not all, that's why I travel a lot. That's why you see me in different decors, right? Ambiances, different settings, different places, different hotels, apartments, houses, because I travel for work. So that's what I do for a living. Actor, stunt performer. It's you know, it's one of those things where you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing, just like the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Medford, Oregon. Okay. Well, you know what, man? I really want to go to Seattle. Like, no shit. Like, that's on my bucket list. I go all over the place. I would love for work to take me there, but it seems like it won't. So, Fabian, if you're anywhere near Seattle and I'm going to Seattle, we need to hook up. Need to link up. Like, no shit. Yeah, just inbox me. We'll talk about it because I need to get there. I need to see Bruce and Brandon's grave. I need to have a good dinner at the Space Needle. I'm a big fan of martial art films. Of course, I'm a martial artist. And I want to see where a lot of things took place. Seattle is a monument place. Kurt Cobain, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I want to go there. I haven't been there yet. So I do want to go there. No shit, Fabian. Hell yeah, let's do it. Gushy, BGN, okay, greetings from loyal follower from Bulgaria. Counterpunch to you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. You're much respected, and you've been counterpunched. You damn right. Man, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good because, see, here's the thing. The progression, the flow is allowed to flow, all right? People are allowed to do what they need to do. There's no sense of talking about fighting. Let's fucking fight. Let's get the fights on. Let's make the fights happen. Let's do everything that we need to do. Let's see the best fight, the best. I want to see next year, 2020, unfold heavyweight boxing. Because, see, here's the deal. In 2017, which is over 2 years ago, right? Joshua knocked out Klitschko. Fury dethroned Klitschko, but never had the opportunity to fulfill the whole story. Joshua did that, right? B2 Sports number 2, Michael 1972. Hell yeah. What time is it in Barbados? It is, let's see. It is 3:36 a.m. So I'm up, got around, got something to eat, got a little drink, you know what I mean? Had some fun. It was great. Loved it. Thoughts on Ruiz saying that he's going to end AJ's career. Johnny Morgan, that's some bold shit. I like that shit, though. I like when someone says that. See, I'm trying to tell you guys, it's Ruiz coming out of his shell and acknowledging himself as the current unified heavyweight champion. See, he's never been here. So this is all new to him. So you know how we say Anthony Joshua kind of had to learn as he went? So is Ruiz. Ruiz is now learning as he's going along to be a champion. Okay? I would like it unhindered, undistracted. I would like him to be himself, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So I would like him to know who he really is as a person. Let him evolve as this new champion, right? He's only champion as long as he defends it again and becomes the champion and remains the champion, right? So this right here, this could be who he is. So he's discovering himself, right? He's learning himself as this champion right now. And he's talking mad shit. Cool. Let him talk shit. Let him talk shit, please. Dawson, Yard versus Kovalev. Who wins? Kovalev. Kovalev takes it. I think Kovalev learned a lesson. Unless Kovalev is fucked up, unless he doesn't train, unless he hasn't trained the way he's supposed to, But I think he keeps him at bay with the jab. I think the experience will be a factor, but Don't be surprised if he don't get knocked the fuck out. So look. These are two scenarios, okay, and I'll be done with it. Kovalev will either outbox this guy like Calzaghe did Jeff Lacey, right, or Roy Jones did Jeff Lacey, or Yard will knock him out. That's it. It ain't gonna be because Yard's so gifted amongst this guy. No, it won't be that. And if it happens, I'll be very impressed. You have many fans in the UK, Moshin, absolutely. And I appreciate everybody in the UK. And I got to get to the UK. I'm talking about going to Seattle. I'm talking about going, everywhere. I need to get to the UK. You know what I mean? Soul Mania. Wow, much respect to you, man. UK about the time, East London. Yeah, so it's good. What do you do for a living, dude? I'm an actor and a stunt performer, Fabian. I pretend to be other people for a living. That's it. We love Kurt in the UK. Glenn Mountain counterpunch to you. Love you guys back. Onyx Mill, how go it, bro, from the UK? It goes very good in Barbados. I'm loving it. I'm having a good time. I'm with some friends. I needed to unwind, and it's been kind of hectic back home, but it is what it is. No complaints. Counterpunch from Yorkshire, UK. Really looking forward to the rematch. I honestly think AJ will punish Ruiz. Stuart Francis. You know what? We will see. See, Anthony Joshua, he was praised so high. He's done so much at an early age and an early time in his career, to the point where when he lost, people just didn't believe it. Now it's his opportunity. He gets that opportunity back to show people that, hey, I wasn't focused on this guy like I should have been. And I hate to compare him to Lennox Lewis, because Lennox Lewis did get knocked out 2 times, but each time he did come back and do what he said he was going to do, and he knew what he fucked up doing. And I know this isn't about AJ and about Lennox Lewis neither, but if you are a fighter and you know how good you are, like AJ claims he is, he will be able to prevail. So the beauty of it is he gets to prove that. So we'll see what he does. You know what I'm saying? Jay Hassoun, shout out from the UK. Counterpunch to you, brother. Doublet Cleaning Services. Just to let you know that I'm a big fan of yours. I like how you keep things real without kissing ass. Keep up the good work. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate you. TV Samuel Garcia SG. No, because AJ won't let that happen, and he knows that. He won't let what happen. Talk to me. Roston Bailey. Roston from Oxford, England. Respect. Respect to you too, and counterpunch to you too. My car from 87. Respect from North London. Counterpunch to you, my car from 87. I'm curious to know what kind of car that is, because I still to this day got an 88 Cutlass Sierra. No bullshit. This is my mom's old car, and she gave it to me when I graduated in 97 from high school. And I will never sell it. Don't fuck with it. I got it painted twice. I want to get it painted again. So, backstory about old vintage stuff. I'm a fan of old vintage things. I love the idea of making old things new. HR, Andy knows not to mess around with AJ and Hearn. Fight is on. Yes, it is on. Counterpunch to you, HR. He knows that. That's why he is making these demands, because maybe AR, Andy Ruiz, is trying to hype up himself. Maybe he's that guy that's saying, you know what? I gotta end his career. It's my duty to end this guy's career. That's my destiny to end this guy's career. Okay? Maybe he's doing that. Maybe he's saying that to himself, look, I'm going to set out a new goal. Yes, I already dethroned Anthony Joshua, but I'm going to vow to end his career by beating him again. Because like Eddie Hearn said today in an interview, They asked, well, hey, is it over for him or whatever? And is everything on the line? That's what they asked him. And Eddie Hearn was like, yeah, it is. You know, but Eddie could just be that promoter just selling the shit. What happens if Joshua gets beat? I wonder what things Eddie Hearn will say in defense of Joshua at that point. You know, these are things to talk about. But at the end of the day, yes, a lot's on the line for Joshua. Let's stop. Make no mistake about it. A lot is on the line for this guy. So he has to deliver. He has to deliver. Robert Taylor, I want 100% AJ for this rematch. Peace from the UK. Robert Taylor, counterpuncher you. I want the same thing. I want the same thing, Robert. I want him to come in 100%. I don't want any excuses. I don't want people making excuses. I don't want the theories. I don't want the rumors. I don't want any of that shit. Okay? I want to see Joshua at 100% focused on the fighter that's in front of him. Not everybody else, not his career, not his fucking sponsors, not any of that. That does not matter when you're in the ring. Because when you're in the ring, you got to remember what got you all that shit in the first place. Let's be real. What got him all these fucking endorses, the Under Armour, the shit, I don't know. Pick one. He has more than probably any boxer that I ever seen. But he has to remember what he did to get where he got and got all that stuff. Right? He has to fight. He has to show those fucking decrepit hands of his to show why they look the way they fucking look. Right? And I still haven't done that video. I will do it. I promise you guys, I will do it. But that's why he's there. He's not there because he's a fucking bodybuilder. You know, he's not there because he's a role model. He happens to be a role model. He's there because he can do all those things and fight. If he can't fight, the tool, okay, that is being used to push this particular image is gone. If the person behind that tool, behind that vehicle is gone, there's no need. There's no fucking need, guys. So he has to show everybody. Stuart Johnson, hello from Bristol, UK. Counterpunch to you. Thomas C., it's sad that we do not support our fighters here in the U.S. like they do in the U.K. Why? Thomas C., you know something ironic about that is that the flip side of that is Deontay Wilder is in the UK right now. And you're so right about what you said. It is not really about American fighters. It's not about that. It's about getting recognition where recognition's due. Let me explain. See, Deontay Wilder, he didn't get the recognition because of various different things. Okay, it's different reasons why he didn't get recognition in the U.S. Because if you compare him to every other American heavyweight, these guys have at least fought those top guys. Holyfield fought Lewis. Tyson fought Holyfield, Lewis, Bruno. You know, everyone more fought Evander Holyfield, dethroned him, got beat by George Foreman. George Foreman fought Holyfield. Where am I going with this? This is where I'm going with this. Every fucking body fought somebody of importance. Okay? So that's the reason why these guys America don't respect Deontay Wilder like he does, but he gets the respect there because the UK fans are ecstatic about boxing. It's the sport in general. They know the negotiations. They've seen the viral knockouts of these guys that Deontay Wilder. They seen that Fury fight. They seen that Dominic Breazeale fight. They saw that. They give him love for that. And you know something funny? He didn't get that before, and I think that made bitterness towards Deontay Wilder. I don't want to make this about Deontay Wilder, but at the same time, people, Deontay Wilder realizes that I think he feels what he needs to do. And he's seen the fans, the people from another country embrace him, acknowledge him, right? Chant his slogan, Bomb Squad, right? I think now he knows what he has to do. And if he does that, like I hope, he will be a totally different fighter. If he makes those fights happen, if he stops complaining, if he puts his ego aside and starts making these big fights, get the Joshua fight, get the Ruiz fight all these fucking guys, right? Now, it would always be a mark against him because he didn't do it first. He could have done it first. They offered him $100 million. Anyway, Thomas C., if you let politics get in the way of your legacy, you will have a problem. And you've been counterpunched. Real talk. There's no bias. That's real shit. Because Deontay Wilder had an opportunity to make greatness. He had that with 12.5, 15 million, 15 million with 7-8, 28 million. These different splits. He had a lot of opportunities to make that fight happen. And he used it as like an excuse to talk shit about Anthony Joshua, calling him a coward, and Eddie Hearn being a slave master. So you're busy insulting people when you could be knocking that motherfucker out. Let me get off Wilder. Soul Mania, you talk sense and put effort. Big up to you, Mr. Kirk. Appreciate your Soul Mania. Counterpunch. What kind, if work? Kind of work. Stunts and acting, sir. All of that. Just Google Kurt DeVille. You'll find everything else you need to know. At this point, I prefer Wilder to Ruiz. At least we all know Wilder talks a lot of bullocks, but Ruiz comes across as a humble guy. But he is actually a champion. No, a chameleon. Fucking A. Not good in Trump's voice. Not good. Not good. Grab him by the pussy. Yep. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Ruiz is a guy that he shed his fucking wolf's clothes. I'm trying to tell you. Those were mind games. It was a facade. It was a fucking act. It was a fucking act, people. And I tell you, you have Andy Ruiz the way he was before. Let's put it this way. He wins. He beats Anthony Joshua, and all of a sudden, Joshua can't fight. He ain't a good boxer. He's a robot and all this. See, this is the problem. Winning made you that way, or were you that way before? Were you that way the whole time? Let's be real. I mean, was Ruiz that way? Did he feel that Anthony Joshua was a fucking robot? Why didn't he just come out and say that if that's how he really felt? Because his strategy was to disarm AJ to make him think that he's this nice, humble fucking guy, Mexican broke motherfucker that asked for an opportunity and he got it. That's all it is, people. That's all it was. When he won, now he's showing, this is who I am. I don't even think you can fight. You're a big robotic fucker. I don't like you. I think you're trash. I think you're all hype. I beat you. That's the real Ruiz. He's coming into him. He's really showing you how he is. It's almost like this. Think of it this way, guys. Imagine you going on an interview. Imagine you going on an interview for a job, okay? And that job tells you, hey, you've got a certain facade. You put up a front, and you're on your P's and Q's. You just, I'm a good person. I think that, I'm a good worker and everything like that. I get along with people. I get along with everybody. You know what I mean? I love, positive things. All that shit. And you get the job, you ain't nothing like they said you were. That's exactly what Ruiz is. He got the job and he prevailed in the job in this particular case, and he's nothing like he said he was. That's exactly what's up with Andy Ruiz. Right? But I like it because I can see right through the bullshit. You know, I can see right through the bullshit. You know? Anthony Yarde to knock out Kovalev in 5 rounds. Mike Hart from 87. I heard that. Counterpunch to you. Screenshot that. And I'll use it as a thumbnail in my next video if that happens. I promise. If he knocks him out in 5 rounds, boom. You got it. Just screenshot your comment and then send it to me, inbox me on Facebook. I promise you, I will put that as the thumbnail of that video. That's how I'm going to do it. Hi, bro. Viewing from Turkey, Ruiz, Joshua, and Eddie made me hate boxing. That's all I can say. Books Haber, Boxing News, Triple G, Double G. Look, use it how I use it. This is how I look at boxing. It's the sport that I love, that I hate so much. That's it. That's how you view boxing, because you're gonna see beautiful things about boxing. You're gonna see things about boxing you won't see in other sports. You won't see motherfuckers knock the hell out like that. So the UFC, you get hit big and you go on the ground, they're gonna stop that shit. Especially if you get hit too hard. Now, it could happen in boxing, but that normally does not happen. What happens is people die. People die. And that's what makes it so real. That's what makes the sport not a game. Nothing. It's no games about fighting in the ring. Nothing. You know? So don't hate boxing. Hate the politics of boxing. What you love about boxing is the reason you came to this channel to listen about boxing. But don't think that, you know, oh, it made me hate boxing. Don't let one fucking negotiation make you hate boxing, because it's not worth it. The negotiation and the corruption is not worth your love for the sport. Okay? So look at it like that. Pat, Andy Ruiz is turning into a clown. Seems like a likable guy, but the mask is off. Yes, the mask is off. Absolutely. I've been saying that shit the whole stream. He wanted more money and he got it. You damn right, Stuart Johnson, or John Stone. You fucking right. Well, you know what? Look, and I'm happy for him. I really am happy for him, because it's like, hey, he played these cards. He played that game with negotiations, and he got what he said he wanted. He got an increase. He got, despite what the fucking contract said when the first one he signed, because he was so hard up, right? Okay, he got that. And I'm happy for him. Let we donate a like button, please. Donnell Richards, morning. Top of the morning to you. Ali, bro, shit, you are a couple pints deep, my man. You damn right. I'm feeling good, you know. The pints are deep, and so am I. I'm with deep talking about boxing. Crow of Judas. Hey, Kurt from Jacksonville, Florida. Love your insight. Thank you, Crow of Judas. Counterpunch to you. Big up to Florida. Love Florida. Sean Peterson. Good morning. Good morning to you, brother. What's your line of work? Okay. Stunts and acting. Andy seems to be able to take Joshua's punches and keep coming to him, and it seems like no telling what will happen. Look, if you look at the punches that he took, there were surprising punches, there were surprising shots, but guess what? At the end of the day, he got put on his ass. And someone's able to drop you like Joshua dropped Ruiz. He might took the punches after he knocked down Joshua, right? A couple times. But guess what? That could very well be a bad thing, because if he thinks he's indestructible, a lot of fighters thought that. A lot of great fighters thought they were indestructible, and what happened to them? They got fucking knocked out. One of my all-time great fighters in the lower weight classes was Marco Antonio Barrera. Marco Antonio Barrera was knocked out by Junior Jones. Junior Jones was a guy that only had his claim to fame for beating Marco Antonio Barrera, because when he knocked him out, he was, I think, was like 40 something, Marco Antonio Barrera was the man, and everybody thought he was done. And Eric Morales made his come up, and he was beating everybody. He was decisioning everybody, which I thought was weird. But he did some good fights. He dug down deep. He hated Marco Antonio Barrera, right? These guys fought at fucking soccer games, for Christ's sake. Football games, right? And everybody thought that, oh, well, man, he's going to destroy Marco Antonio Barrera because Marco Antonio Barrera is a guy that got beat by Junior Jones. Junior Jones was knocked out by Eric Morales. So Eric Morales is a new swinging thing, because the guy that claims to be king is not the king no more, because he got dethroned for a younger king. And if that king destroyed a king of once before, this one that destroyed him can surely destroy that one from once before. That's triangle theories, okay? That didn't happen. Not at all. Hell yeah, brother. Low dog, I'm enjoying my time. You damn right. I might have one more, maybe not. The fact is, AJ can't lose. Tell me, like, seriously, if you think AJ could lose. Look, AJ could lose. Here's the thing. He's sleeping, breathing Andy Ruiz. Do you think, if you look at his interviews, right? And Anthony Joshua, he was like, man, I wanted to hit him with that hook. I want to do it. He wants to fuck Andy Ruiz up. So if you focus on a certain concept and you get to that tunnel vision, you might have yourself in trouble. You might find yourself in trouble. So it is what it is. So he could get too overzealous, like the third round. He could think this is it. But I think he's learned his lesson now. I've been in Seattle and across the pond. That's a Squamish tribe nation. A Muck PvP. Big up the Real Counterpunch Master. Greetings from Birmingham, United Kingdom. AJ will be killer mode and Ruiz will be laid to sleep. We got to see that. And it'll be a significant thing if Anthony Joshua can do that, because Anthony Joshua first knocked a guy down that never been down. That's like Canelo Alvarez. That's like Gennady Golovkin. That's like a lot of fighters. Ruslan Provannikov. These guys have never, Keith Mullins, another one. These guys have never hit the fucking canvas, right? And you're able to put a guy to the canvas, let alone knock him out. So if you can knock out Andy Ruiz, I don't want people saying Andy Ruiz got a fucking bad chin or a chinny. Because I guarantee you, if Anthony Joshua knocks out Ruiz, then people will start questioning Ruiz's chin. Well, I don't think. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Michael Chima, greetings for Germany. Counterpunch to you. If Ruiz is talking shit in spite of additional pay raise from Josh, what status of the fight now? I'm worried. Don't be worried. Don't be worried, Dapo Papula. Don't be worried. It's going to happen. He's just talking shit because he knows it's going to happen. He knows that he's getting this amount of money and he's happy about it. That's why he's talking more and more and more shit. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Kurt. Just said I'm a girl. Gushy. Thank you, my lady. Thank you, dear. ABS1, hit that like button. Let's hit that like button. Let's get 218. Why not? Somebody said it's like crack rock. Fuck, it is like crack rock. Get those likes up there. Stuart Johnstone. We always need to be careful as we are starting to see a bit more of a nasty side of AJ, and Ruiz is keeping running his mouth. AJ will batter him. You know what I honestly think about Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua is becoming to despise or dislike AR like Miller. You remember what he wanted to do to Miller? Remember all the things that he said? Rearrange his face, become a surgeon. He's a landlord, fuck him up, right? I think he's now channeling that energy towards Ruiz now. I think that's happening, and I think that's what's happening in this situation. I can't wait to see the fucking, these guys face to face again. I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see that whatsoever. I look forward to it. It's some good shit. Why do you support the USA heavyweight champion like they support the UK support theirs? Thomas C, it's not about the US champions. It's about boxing. Okay? And I think you got me fucked up. I love boxing overall, not just American boxing. It's not about me just picking this fighter over another fighter. It's not about that at all. Excuse me. Steve, do you think Joshua will come in much lighter than he did early days? You know what? I don't know how they're going to condition, and I think what will happen is they will condition according to the way they feel. I think he should get rid of that weight, but who knows and who says that he will? So let's be real. You know? Ty Oken, good morning, people. From Nebraska, counterpunch to you. Looks like you're drinking Corona. No, that's actually Presidente Light. I was drinking a Prestige earlier. Good shit. Good island beer. Like button. What's up, Kirk? Chris Serrano. Counterpunch to you, brother. King Jack Real. Glass Jaw Joshua gonna get whooped, Kirk. Hey, he could get whooped again. That's the beauty of it. But Andy Ruiz could get hurt the second time. That's the thing. That's the balance. People think, oh, he's going to get whooped again. He went down four times. This is like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao, the fourth fight. People act like Pacquiao just got fucked up. Pacquiao got knocked out, people. Okay? He got knocked out. He was down twice, but he put up one hell of a fucking fight. And then, in fact, it was one of those back and forth fights like it always been for the last 3 fights before then. But guess what happened, people? Guess what happened? Pacquiao was getting the best of Juan Manuel Marquez. His fucking nose was oozing blood down his face, okay? From his nose, okay? So what do you think that means? You think that was a one-sided affair? Fuck no. Tony Delgado, greetings. Greetings to you, brother. You know what I mean? Anything possible, but I got AJ in this fight. AJ knows what he has to do. I think he's going to dig down deep. I think he's going to create a game plan, and he knows he needs to implement because he does to this day respect Andy Ruiz's punching power. He respects it now. GM Strong, appreciate the super chat, brother. Great podcast with the good chat atmosphere. Hell yeah. Let's make the atmosphere aloha. Aloha. Right? You said AJ is beginning to despise Miller. I think he's beginning to despise the sport of boxing by virtue of corrupt. Look, Eddie, check this out. He's despising Miller. He was pissed at Miller. Miller talked a bunch of shit. Miller knew what he had to do to sell a fight. Miller knew that he was unknown, so therefore Miller had to do what Miller does, and he planted that seed a long time ago. The only problem is Miller fucked up. That's it. But he did not go in vain. He sold that fight. They sold a record-breaking amount in the first 2 days at Madison Square Garden, him and Anthony Joshua. So you can't take that away from Miller. But what you can acknowledge is Miller was talking bad shit. His dick's little, I want to fuck his mom, all that shit. Those things you shouldn't say, man. You know? Do you think AJ will be fast enough for Andy? Yeah, he will be fast enough. He was fast enough to hit him with that fucking uppercut, left hook combination and the straight right. You know? Boxing community is about race, most of it. Some of it is. Some channels fixate on that, and they know they try to disguise it now, right? But they know that's not the case. Hold on, guys. 1 minute. Intermission, intermission. All right. Last of this of the night. I am back, guys. Welcome back. You said it. Okay. Do you think AJ will be fast enough? Yeah, he'll be fast enough. You know, he will or he won't. He'll be fast enough at a certain distance. That's what people need to understand. It's not about speed, it's about timing. AJ can time Andy Ruiz. He can. And how he does that is simple. Uses his feet, use his height, keep him long, just like his trainer told him to do. You know? Jasper Ram, let's go, champ! You know what? I love Shannon Briggs, man. I love Shannon Briggs. Like, not really necessarily as a boxer, as a person. He's just this, like, he's that guy that shows you that you can come back from all types of adversity, regardless of how old you are. Shannon, you know, Shannon the Cannon is probably, what, about 47? You know? He's about 47 years of age. So he's on up there, but he still shows you that he's positive. He's full of charisma. He's still in shape. And he has the confidence to let you know. I love Shannon. I love Shannon the Cannon. Let's go, champ! He terrorized motherfuckers for a long time. Mala 2243, 240 will be a good weight for AJ and use that jab. You know what? I say 235, honestly. Let's go down 5 pounds. Because people don't understand what 5 pounds means to a person that jumps the fuck around for 12 rounds. You got to carry that. And I don't think AJ is naturally that big like that. I think he eats and fucking works out and conditions himself to be like that. I think, honestly, you know, coming from a guy that used to be a pothead, come on now. He used to be a pothead, right? So Anthony Joshua was a pothead. Sure, he liked to eat. He probably had a bad thing, but I think he was tall and skinny. If you look at his neck and everything, no. I think he just works out and, you know, becomes that way. That's added muscle to his frame, people. That's what I think it is. Lou, Kurt, are you going to Saudi Arabia for the fight? You know what? I may. I just may. I haven't decided yet since, you know, it's just really been confirmed, right? 230, please. Martin, you know, you might have something. No more than 240. Hell no. 240. Okay, if you got a guy like Anthony Joshua, and that's not his weight naturally, like training weight, that's just a weight to, and you know something, I honestly believe, this is my personal opinion about Joshua. I think Joshua does that team bring it, electrifying, ass climbing, mountain climbing, Dwayne The Rock Johnson shit, honestly. Because remember, they're friends. See, when you hang out with the fucking Rock, you know you're at a certain statue of person. You ever seen, I don't want to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. When you're around the Rock, you know you're at a certain level. Right? And I think people mirror successful people. People think that, you know what? I need to look a certain way. I need to appear a certain, you know, have this certain type of physique. And I think that's what Joshua's hangup was. I think Joshua was worried about how he looks in the eyes of his sponsors and shit like that, where it became a problem. And it's been a problem for the last 2.5 years, that this guy was too big. He was too heavy. He couldn't support the weight because the weight was manufactured by training, right? He altered himself. That was him not natural. That wasn't him work. That didn't have anything to do with it. I think, honestly, Anthony Joshua should be built like Daniel Dubois, right? Long, rangy, kind of like Ali was. Cassius Clay, right? Yomi Ali, hey Kurt, Yomi here from England. How are you doing? Counterpunch master. Man, I'm doing great. I am doing fantastic. The ocean was beautiful. I went to the ocean today. It was awesome. crystal blue beaches. I can't complain. God is good. Boom. What do you want from me? Just a good old boy. I think Wilder giving Ortiz a rematch was a big mistake. I hope it's a big mistake. I hope it's, look, I hope, and it's not about, see, people think that I'm about certain fighters. It's not about that. And in fact, it's the opposite. Because what I love about boxing is so unpredictable that you can create and you can become a star overnight. I've seen it happen time and time again. People don't realize it. I've seen it happen. Upsets. I'm going to tell you another upset people don't realize. Black Rhino the ATM versus Frez the Big O Oquendo. You can't call him the Big O now because he has fucking 7 losses. But he was able to upset that guy that was revered as the next Tyson or the next Holyfield because of the fights that he's been in, the things that he's done. He's accomplished more. He's been through adversity. He's done all this, but then he gets knocked out by a guy named Frez Oquendo, and I think Oquendo was 19-0 at the time. Okay? Things can happen. That means I wouldn't shitting on Oquendo. That's not what it's about, people. It's about what you can do as a person, what you can vow to do and train to do and execute what you train to do. You know? But I really do think that it's a good thing for boxing. Boxing is going to evolve. Boxing is going to always be unpredictable. You know? So just a good old boy, I hope that he did. Because I hope Luis Ortiz, I hope it's his time to shine like it's Ruiz time to shine right now. That's what I hope for Ortiz. Everybody talks about him being old. Everybody ridicules his age. Okay. But they know he's a good boxer. How you think he went 10 rounds that big, hard, slanging ass fucking Deontay Wilder? Right? I hope he does that. Because then we can see the other side of Deontay Wilder and a whole new experience for him. People can't protect him if you get knocked out. Right? Your protection is gone. Okay? So, yeah, I would love him to make a mistake doing that. Pac was working him. If AJ wins, I promise you, he don't want to retire almost straight away. I guess. No, this one is I know that is not about race. No, not this. You know, GM Strong, Joshua still can make domestic level fights with Fury. You think people in the UK won't see that fight? I believe they will, but that's coming off of what's at hand, what's on the line. See, that would be a great fight for us to see if Joshua beats Ruiz and then Tyson decisions Wilder. Wilder took his first L. Then Tyson Fury, I think now, honestly, he would try to lure AJ in just because AJ is fought on U.S. soil. That's what I really believe. But yeah, that can happen. I think that's different than a domestic fight because I think what Tyson Fury will do to boost his popularity. I mean, what else can he do after he defeats Deontay Wilder? You got to fight the other dude that was the shit, right? I don't think what's going on happened, but hoping AJ gets the win. Darrell Wilson, he was looking for the KO and got caught. That's it. Ruiz will tear AJ apart simple. I heard that. KK Hayfe, 83, you mean Wilder or Fury? Counter Punch, eliminate respect. Emma from the UK, enjoy your video channels. Emmy33, thank you, brother. Tony Blakely, all the fighters are chanting when they get hit hard enough. You fucking right. Tony Blakely, counterpunch to you, brother. That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. You get hard enough, your ass is all chinny. No, AJ needs to stand his ground more with, I hate to say it, Lewis type jab. Hell yeah. I mean, don't hate to say it about Lewis. Lewis is a dickhead. That doesn't stop anything from his boxing ability. The motherfucker can box, and he showed you how boxing's done against people that are very, very dangerous. Let's face it. Lewis is one of the hardest punching cruiserweights along with Marciano. Lewis. Mm. Okay. If he could beat AJ the first time, he could beat him again. AJ must come with tact and ready to fight to death. Hold yourself. I can't agree with that. Let me counterpunch that right now. Fight to the death? No, that's not fucking good. Superman Stevenson thought he had to do that. He damn near died. Zab Judah, another one. Two other fighters that actually died, giving their hearts out. Listen, people don't die from knockouts, really. They die from constant punches to the head. Not one, right? It'd be different if you punished a dude, then you knocked him out. That's probably worse than all of them. But if you get knocked out, that's a good sign that person is everything's working right, because you fucking rattle his fucking chin and shut all the nerves down and all that shit, and therefore you got knocked out, right? That's a good thing, because they can explain that. But you getting hit again and again and again, that's not cool, you know. And it's so funny, it's ironic, because I'm with Mayweather in certain things, but a lot of things I'm not. But I'm with him because of this. There's nothing cool about taking punishment. And I think he should have said there's nothing cool about taking unnecessary punishment. I think that's what he tried to say. But, he said what he said because he's Floyd Mayweather. Who am I to correct him, right? I can counterpunch his ass all day, though. Okay. All right. Let's see. What the hell has happened to Dillian White? Is it an innocent or guilty? I don't know, dude. Eddie, I don't know. Mayweather is overrated. Bay Area boxing. I think Mayweather lived off a pretty boy's name, and fought fights just enough to shut the public up to prove who he once was the best. But I think he wanted to give a facade, or that he was this fucking ravishing champ, which he was very talented. But the people that he fought, he should have fought someone else. But anyway, what the hell is happening? Okay, all right. Joshua was too static. AJ, that's to utilize a jab. Yep, he does. He said Mayweather was boring. He was boring to his, he didn't fight anyone worth a shit. Maidana Mayweather, the first one was pretty good. I can't, because, see, Maidana made him fight a certain fight throughout that fight. This wasn't a regular fighter that just gives up, Kurt Kevin is the best fighter in the world. We sure will see. Apart from Fury and Ortiz, who has Wilder faced? Well, that's a good question. Not a lot. See, he's playing catch up this whole time, people. That's what I'm telling you. He beat Stavern for the WBC title. He sure did. He beat him twice. But who the fuck did Stavern beat besides Chris Arreola? Excuse me. Wow, Caroline Howell. Best bet with White is B sample came back the same as sample A, and now they have sent off a hair sample and won't give out the rest. We got to see what happens. If the hair sample clears his name, by God, take it, please. James Gillibrand. Good morning, Kurt and Joshua wins a big combination in the late rounds. Counterpunch to you. Floyd's best prime wins are Cotto, Maidana, Corella, Castillo. That's true. Kurt, how would you rate AJ's chin? Pretty good, actually. But he didn't really get hit again, to really test it. Because by that time, he'd hurt AJ, and AJ went to a totally different status. AJ is still a cash cow. Tune in TV, absolutely. You can't argue with that. King Jack Real. Kurt, I seen you in that slave film. Good acting. Oh, shit. What slave film? Which one? There's been a couple. Stall Island. Wilder is going to knock out everybody down the list. I got strongly feeling about this guy. He may knock every fucking body out. Is it impossible? No. Douglas Fear. Cheers, champ. The heavyweight division is a game of tag, not like the golden era. Right. It's money. Are you on drugs? I'm from Grand Rapids. Devin Haney, a poor man. Yeah, he is right now, exposaholic, but he's growing in the ranks. He's showing he's sparred with Floyd. He's trained with Floyd Mayweather Sr. Wilder's going to knock out everybody. But no, guys. Andy Ruiz, I think that he is that new guy. He's the new force to be reckoned with. He needs to prove himself in the ring. Everyone knows that. So does Anthony Joshua, to focus on the rematch. But I will say this. Guys, it's been fun. The Zone took over the sport of boxing. They can. You guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz's statements. Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.